Welcome tankers! Next up on our tour of the tanks in Armored Warfare is the BMD-1. Now, pretty much any tank that starts with a B in this game is extremely underpowered and a terrible tank that everyone hates. But the BMD-1 is one of the better of the bunch. It's surprisingly quick and agile, although it doesn't go anywhere near as fast as some of the TDs can get up to. It has great acceleration, which makes it feel faster, and it's got great maneuverability, amongst the best in the game. Even really quick tanks like the VBL can't turn as quick as this tank. And of course it's got guided missiles, which are absolutely devastating against the tiers 1, 2, and 3 you'll be playing against in this tier 4 tank, because they have tremendous alpha damage and penetration. So at the start of this game, I've decided to sit on the top of the hill, like you'll often see 6, 8, 10, 12 players doing, and they do that because this hill is extremely overpowered, and this side of the map seems to be overpowered as well, because the poor enemy team has to cover a gigantic open field, basically, to attack this hill, and the people on it can sit effectively hull down and often invisible and just shoot and annihilate anyone that tries. So as long as this side has at least one scout down here in whatever this complex is, they'll be able to spot everyone as they approach the hill, and they should be able to just annihilate them. So the developers are going to have to do something to make the other side a bit fairer, maybe give them more cover or a hill of their own or something. But yeah, it seems like this side wins a lot more than the other side, although I haven't seen the server stats. So I'm thinking of heading over to the west, the city as people call it, although it's not really a city, it looks more like an oil refinery, and actually probably is because the map's called Roughneck, and roughnecks are oil workers. So before I do that, we'll take as many shots as we can at these guys that get lit. And now we'll have to switch to HE because heat won't have the penetration to penetrate this guy, especially his turret. And hopefully we'll get one hit in there. Although of course the HE does a lot less damage than the heat will. Or missiles, of course. So as soon as it looks like my guys have got these guys under control, I will head over to the west and help them out. And it looks like now's a good time. And of course, we can't see any of these guys. And they'll have to fix the models of these buildings and the scenery, because sometimes you can shoot through walls or there are invisible force fields around, but I'm sure that's coming as they update the game. Now, as you can see, it's a fairly fast little tank, the BMD-1, and it can turn fairly quick, and it's one of the few scout-type tanks that can actually turn really fast. Even the VBL has a really wide turning radius, and it's often hard to turn. So we'll try and sneak in around and flank these guys and help out my teammates. But of course, by the time I get here, almost everyone is dead. Which I would like to see the guns dramatically nerfed on pretty much every tank, because when everyone has guns that can kill people in 5 seconds, nerfing and repositioning become basically impossible, because it'll take you a minute to get around, and by that time, the 6 targets you were going for are all dead. And now that we've cleared out this area, we'll head to Cap and go hunting their arty. Now, as you can see, it's got great acceleration, and in a straight line on flat ground, it does get up to a pretty decent speed. Nothing like, say, the LAV TVs, but still pretty darn good. And the gun is great on this tank. And here's the Arty. And you gotta be very careful when hunting Arty, because they can all turn their turrets and shoot at you pretty quick, and they have amazing splash damage. So now, it's just tapping the base for the win. And that was the BMD-1. Thanks for watching.